Joining us in studio for more on this breaking news, Jamil Jaffer, founder and executive director at the National Security Institute. Jamil, I'm sorry we're here under these circumstances. What can you tell me about what you're hearing about the investigation as it stands right now?
Well, what we've heard is multiple victims, as your correspondent just reported. We're also hearing there may be a second shooter. Unclear whether that's the case. They've found the suspect's vehicle as well on scene. They're trying to determine whether there might be any explosive devices in that vehicle. We have multiple dead on scene. We don't know a lot yet. This was the Allen Premium Outlets, outlet store, outlet mall. And so you expect on a Saturday, a lot of folks there shopping and the like. And so obviously a troubling situation coming just a week after the shooting of five dead there in Texas. Francisco Oropeza had been captured hiding out in Cut-and-Shoot, Texas.
And we're looking at these images together, just what a gargantuan task to evacuate an outlet mall of this size. Just all of these families walking out with their hands up. We're looking at live pictures right now, and you can see the evacuation still underway and the sheer presence. Now, we know that multiple forces are involved in this investigation at this time.
Yeah, we know that at least the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms is on the scene. Obviously, the local sheriff's office there that was just giving the press conference is there as well. They have, immediate control, but it's not surprising. You see the feds already involved in trying to identify what was going on with the shooter, what kind of weapon he was using, and the like.
Okay. How does this change things if, in fact, a second shooter may have been involved?
Well, that's just it was planned and a carefully orchestrated operation. We're hearing that the original shooter may have been in tactical gear as well. That suggests a certain amount of planning and preparation. Obviously, that's concerning in and of itself.
Absolutely. And as our correspondent Jorge just reported, and as you were just saying, this is the second shooting that we have seen this week out of Texas. This happening at a public space, at a mall, H&M outlets there, other stores there, somewhere where families go expecting to be safe. And now we are hearing that some of the victims, police confirming, are children. What is going through your mind as you're hearing that?
Obviously a terrible tragedy. Governor Abbott has already spoken and mentioned that he also sees this as a tragedy. The question now is, what is Texas going to do about this rash of multiple shootings, right? There's a lot of debates about gun control in this country happening at the federal level, happening at the state level. At the same time, there are a lot of folks who believe having a weapon on you gives you better protection. Those debates are going to be very much in play in the days going forward as we talk about what happened at this mall, what happened with Mr. Oropeza, what's happening around the country as we see more and more of these mass casualty shootings.
Certainly. And with your background, any advice or insight that you have for people who fear that they cannot protect themselves or their children in these everyday outdoor spaces that should be safe?
Well, look, it's worth noting that, millions, hundreds of millions of people go to the malls on the weekends, day in, day out. These things aren't happening every day. These are rare, one-off incidents. They're happening altogether too often, of course. One time is too many. But you can be safe. You can feel comfortable going to the malls, being involved in society, going to your churches, going to your mosques. These are all appropriate things to do. People should not retreat into their homes. At the same time, it's worth being cautious, being aware of your surroundings. And when you hear that there might be an active shooter, know what you're going to do. Have a plan with your kids. Have an operation where if you go to a mall, know where you're going to meet if there's an incident, if you're escorted out.
Okay. We really appreciate it, Jamil. Please continue to stay with us. We do want to bring in to further discuss this